Today we're going to be in my old hometown, the city of Jackson, Mississippi. And this is going to be more of a driving tour today, looking down at the Capitol building. This is where I grew up, playing shows, different bands. In fact, I used to play in this building right here all the time. It was called The Joint back then, and my band's name used to be on this wall. Let's see if it's there. Now, let's take a closer look. Now, my band's name was At Cliff's End, and someone carved our band name on the side of this wall way back in the day, like 2005 or 6. And the last time I was here, it was still here. It was really hard to see, but it was on this wall. I'm gonna see if I can find it. It's no longer on here. I think it was scratched away. I'm gonna walk across the street to this Mayflower Cafe. This was used in a movie called The Help. They film a lot of movies down here in Jackson sometimes because, as you can see, it's not a really hustle bustle kind of a city here. You kind of can do whatever the heck you want. Walk around here all the time. What'd you think?
It's really cool.
It's cool, yeah? Mayflower restaurant's been here as long as I can remember. And that does light up. It's really cool at night. Now right here, this building was Ace Records, which is hilarious to me because when I was a kid in my band, people called us Ace at Cliff's End. And I was always like, look at that, Ace Records. And we played shows right there. And when you're young, you have high hopes. This was Ace Records from 1925 to 2000. It was a successful Mississippi-based label of the 1950s and 60s. Blues, R&B, pop. Arthur Crudup, he wrote and sang That's All Right Mama, which Elvis covered. Sam Myers, King Edward, Pat Brown, Willie Clayton. Singles from Louisiana singers Jimmy Clanton, Frankie Ford, Hey Piano Smith, and Earl King. Ace was based many years on this block of West Capitol Street, which is where we are at right now. All right, let's continue the tour. Being from Mississippi, you're bound to play music in some form or fashion. That's pretty cool. Little painting there of B.B. King. Sure which Capitol that is. The old or the new? I think it is the new. Jackson, Mississippi. The old Greyhound right here. Greyhound bus station. Look at that. Still has Christmas music playing out front. This is Ferris Street right here. We got some blues markers. F. Jones Corner, that's a original like blues live music joint. They don't go in until like 10 o'clock at night, and you don't leave there until like 6 a.m. Down the street here is the Alamo Theater, was a filming location in Get On Up, and this was Trumpet Records, first record company in Mississippi to achieve a stature through its distribution, sales, radio, and airplay. It's pretty cool. Nothing really in these buildings. Some old signs. And then this is right here is Peach's Cafe, Barks Root Beer on the sign. This has been here as long as I can remember, the sign. And then this is the Alamo Theater right here. How cool is that? You still can use it. Yeah, Nat King Cole played here, Elmore James, Cab Calloway during the 40s and 50s. And they used it in that movie Get On Up, the James Brown movie that was filmed down here. Now right here, Crystal Palace. Not the Crystal Palace in Walt Disney World, but you can see some of the performers that have graced the stage here. Pretty cool. Still open, still has music going on inside. Look at that old sign right there too. Pretty cool. Love Jackson. It's definitely changed a lot. This is an old playground. We're kind of on the outskirts of the main city here. Gonna go right around and look at some old buildings, old signs, and different stuff. There's Eudora Welty. Little statue there, and the King Edward Hotel. There's the Standard Life building to the left. There's a Standard Life building up here to the left, and straight ahead is the Hotel King Edward. My band used to play shows down here all the time. Back over here, the other side of the Capitol. Found a really cool sign. I'm gonna go see if it's still here. It's called the Sun in Sand. It was an old hotel. They destroyed the hotel, but they supposedly preserved the sign. Well, they tore the sign down. Can't believe it. They didn't really tear the sign down. I think they're just preserving it because they're like renovating the hotel. Another look here at the Capitol building. That's what this video is all about, the Capitol building. And then the Capitol building, kids, right there in Parliament. Hey kids, Capitol building, right there. Yeah, and there's the Eudora Welty Library, right here. Mom just said this was Sears. Oh, I can see the front right there. Yeah, that would have been a Sears, I guess.
That?
Oh yeah, there's a little skyline of Jackson here. Now I think that's the old. Yeah, that's the old.
This is the new Capitol.
That's the new Capitol. Okay.
The old.
Wow. Huh. Yeah, the building straight ahead with that clock. When I was a kid, I was like, that looks like a castle, like from the UK. And then at some point along the way, they put this mural, "Welcome to Jackson." I think that was like 2000, maybe 13 or 14. We used to play at Martin's right there. The next door to Martin's used to be WC Don's, which stood for We Can't Decide on a Name. So Mom bought a Trans Am. What year was it?
1983.
1983. Watch out for that dog. Just
Oh,
crossing
baby.
the road.
Oh, baby.
Watch out, buddy.
It's okay.
There's the Corvette.
It was a dealership back then.
That's crazy. And it's still up there. I wonder how much that Corvette's worth. This old Terry Moore Hotel sign. I don't know if it still lights up. I doubt it, but I remember that. And then this is an old abandoned Coca-Cola plant right here.
You see the logo on the side.
Oh, you sure can. That car's gonna block it, but maybe we can drive over there later. This was Metro Center Mall. I think it has a few businesses still left, but I don't really recommend going in there. But the structure is still here. This was a thriving mall back in the day. There's some video footage of it online from the 80s, and it's exactly what you think it looked like. Typical 80s mall where everybody hung out. Now it's just a old building with a bunch of trucks. Now here on the sign, it'll tell you the businesses that are in there.
It's all closed now.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of that stuff's still there, but there's the old logo. Yeah, this is what I wanted to stop in the video. Don't want to bother this trucker, but check this old sign out. We're nowhere near Bel Air, but that makes you feel some sort of way, right? A little further down the road, and this used to be Coca-Cola. This was a Coca-Cola plant. On the other side over here, you can see the Coca-Cola name on the other side of this, but the plants here, I'm sure there was a big sign up there for Coca-Cola. And that Terry Moore Hotel sign is down here as well. This is full access. Sure, there's some people hanging out in here. Gotta be careful. Dang, that's cool. Look at that. Tile. The old rooms. Ooh, that's a big hole. You were walking and didn't see that, but I'm afraid the sun's gonna kind of be a, well, no, we'll see it. It says right here, you can kind of see where it used to say Coca-Cola right there. And that's like the whole plant back in here. I'd like to walk around in here, but Mom's in the car. I don't want to keep her waiting. But a bunch of abandoned buildings out here. It's like where the employees used to pull in and park. And the old Terry Moore Hotel.